Hello, hello YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caroline, and today is day 28 of my 31-day YouTube upload commitment. I'm laying in bed. I'm gonna take a nap. I was talking on the phone with my boo, and we were just both starting to fall asleep. And after we hung up, I thought, you know what, let me film this video. And then maybe I'll take a nap. My first day off after 7 days straight of work, because the other girl who works with me, she was on vacation. So today is a lazy day. I'll probably go see the sunset in a couple of hours, but right now, laying in bed is my jam. So anyways, in today's video, inspired by my conversation with my boo, we were talking about, like at some point in our conversation, we talked about where we were 5 years ago, and that's what I'd like to talk about today. Where were you 5 years ago? January 2019. Real talk, I don't specifically remember where I was, because 2018 was the year I went to Haiti. I came back to Montreal, and I went to Jamaica not even a few weeks later. I was there for a few months, then came back to Montreal. I had my own place. I still had my apartment, paying rent for no reason because I wasn't there, but whatever. And I remember 2019, I got my job at one of the jobs that I had at for the health department, but I started that job in March of 2019. So the winter, most likely I stayed home. Yes, I was home, and I was cat sitting. A friend of mine went on a silent retreat. She was gone for a while, and she brought me her cat. So I spent the winter with the cat. Okay, now I remember. And I was studying applied metaphysics, and I was doing a doctorate level thesis. So I was working on that. There you go. Okay, I remember. And all this actually is kind of inspired also by a video that Mr. Beast, YouTube, Mr. Beast exists, one of the biggest YouTubers out there. And he did a video 3 years ago where he's saying hi to himself 5 years later. That video is now 3 years old. And it's crazy to see how things can change in the matter of a couple of years. So when I look back 5 years ago, I was in my apartment in Montreal with the cat. What was his name? Senor Arco? Oh shit, I forget. He was such a sweet cat. But I forget. But anyways, 5 years ago I was with the cat at my apartment working on that thesis, and I never would have imagined that 5 years later I'd be where I'm at right now, doing what I'm doing, and having done everything that I did in the past 5 years, because that's also the year where in the fall of 2019 I decided to sign up for the yoga teacher training of the following year of 2020. But I didn't know that at that moment. So it's just wild to see how things can change within the span of 5 years, even less than that. But when you look back 5 years ago, where were you? What were you up to? How has your life changed? Did it change in a positive way? Are you living life more aligned with what you truly desired for yourself? What different changes did you do in your mindset or in your routines and your patterns in your behavior, in what you do on the daily, that help you get closer to what you truly desire for yourself, or how you desire to design your life. What changes have you made, or what changes did you not make that today you're very much aware of, and that maybe you can do something different about it? Or maybe you made some changes that finally, it didn't make your life any better. It's actually contributed to make it more unpleasant. But you're aware of it, and therefore you can make a change. You're conscious of it, so you can consciously make a change. And then, no judgment here. This is a judgment-free zone. It's just observation, just to see how things evolve as time goes by, because time flies. I thought, when I was talking to my boo, I thought 5 years ago was 2018. No, it was 2019. Like, oh shit, it's true. In 2024, time flies. So just looking back 5 years ago, and what happened in the last 5 years, all the travel that I did, becoming a yoga teacher, all the doors it's opened, all the people that I've met, meeting my boo, and having this clear vision of where the life that I desire to have for myself, at least within the next few years, what I desire to create. And then thinking about what's coming ahead for the next 5 years, because in 5 years from now, we'll, by the Most High's grace, we're still here on this planet. You can look back on 5 years to today and think, okay, where was I in January 2024? What did I see for myself for the future? What changes did I decide to make so that I could live a life more aligned with what I truly desire, what I feel is really my life's calling, or how I desire to live life? And maybe write it down. Maybe you can record a video that you can watch in 5 years, kind of like what Mr. Beast did. And what do you dream of for yourself? How do you want to expand your life, expand your mind? How do you want to affect other people? How do you want to, what's your relationship with your own self? How do you desire to up-level it? Because maybe you already have a great relationship with yourself, but you can always explore and try new things. But today's video is not very, doesn't have a real directing line or goal. It's just reflections, reflecting on the past, observing the past without attachment, and then seeing forward what's for the future, or what we desire for the future, and taking a conscious decision today on what are the things that we can do. Who do we have to transmute ourselves into in order to first embody that, to be that person who lives that life, and then take the inspired actions along the way that will take us to the full manifestation of that which we desire for ourselves within the next 5 years of our life. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So feel free to maybe try that little exercise. You could write yourself a letter to the you that you were 5 years ago, and another one to the you that will be in 5 years from now, or record a video, or however you want, however it makes sense for you, and give yourself a chance to look back in 5 years from now and see where you were, what you dreamed of, and see, well, this is where we're at today in 2029. And yeah, I think I'm due for that nut now. So on that note, I'll let you go. I'll go dream of Carol 5 years from now as I fall asleep, to help embody every feeling that match that life. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.